Hey family, this is Bradley of Bradley Teaches, and welcome to another episode of Bradley Teaches Fix My Graphics. Let's go, y'all. Today's episode is for Miss Melody Johnson of Loving Literacy. She is an Amazon influencer, which means she goes on to Amazon Live and she talks about products to help promote different brands. Now, as you see here, there's a lot going on in her overlay right now. She has to have people do different things. She has ways for people to follow her and to contact her. Just things going on around the frame here. I think that's a little bit too much. The calls to action are cool. Sometimes I talk about, hey, instead of saying something a lot of times, use a call to action graphic, but then you don't want to have too many calls to action on the screen at one time unless it's formatted in a certain way that's easy for people to follow. But this is basically her look. She also has an opening screen, which I think is a default for the Amazon Live community. But essentially, that is it. And I'm gonna show you what I did for Miss Melody Johnson. Let's go. All right, so here we are back on the main screen, and I'm excited to show you what I did for Miss Melody Johnson. So here is your first look. Now, I really wanted to go with a home shopping network kind of look. As you see here, you have your sidebar that has calls to action in it, or you can emphasize specific products at the time and do things like that. And it's all confined to one space. Easy for the eye to flow and look at it, and easy to understand because it's all in one spot, concentrated. You also see here a brand sponsor. You have them in a certain area on the bottom of your screen. Now they kind of take up the space that your icon or your logo bug would have taken. But when you're doing a branded video, that's okay. Now here, it always fits in that area. It's in a black box, so it's not as bright as everything else, and you're still on brand. This blue and pink are her brand colors. And so you want that to really stand out, but then still emphasize your sponsor by having their colors more subdued, right? That's just another way for it to stand out, not be as bright. So it's a stark difference, right? All right. Also, as you see here, I just used her name and her title in the bar. No more of those things about, YouTube link, Instagram link, all that kind of stuff, right? Now, here's a version of it, which is what I call the all-in look. So this is her frame in her brand colors, the pink and blue, and the home shopping network kind of feel, right? As you look at the whole page. I really like this look. I think it still works with or without the border. And finally, I'm going to just show you one with the border, right? So there's ways to do it where you can have kind of the max out look. You can also do one or the other, and it's a very simple kind of clean look. Now that sidebar, I want to talk about that for a couple of seconds because you can do different things with that, right? Either have a call to action in it, like you see here. You can list items that are going to be at the front of the carousel, and the Amazon Live people know what I mean by that. And then you could also even have other specials in it. So if you have coupons, you have a special code for that day. You want to have emphasis on a particular item that might be a sale of the day or only for a couple of hours. This one item's for sale. Because in Amazon Live, you have a carousel of about 40 items, but it might be one or two items in there that might only be good at that sale price for an hour. So this is a great way to emphasize that. Now, as you saw, she had kind of the default opener graphic. And we have to solve that other problem when we had all those other ways to follow her on the screen at the same time. So I solved that with these two things. So here's an example of an opening animation while people wait for her broadcast to start. I think that's a pretty cool way to start your broadcast, right? On brand, a little bit of a movement in your logo to keep their attention, and you have your following information, right? Where they can contact you and things like that. Then before your show is over, if you want to do a voiceover and have something else on the screen, here's something you can do at the very end of your broadcast. All right, so that's it. So Melody Johnson, I hope this works out for you. And I have a few more spots left in this series. So if you're interested, make sure you fill out that form and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.